Let's play Retro Invaders for the Playdate by BitGlint Games. And the developer has described this as a small experimental project, but nonetheless, it's fully playable and it's free over at itch to download. It joins a pantheon of Space Invader clones. Of course, without Space Invaders, video games might not be the same as they are today. It was one of the first video games I ever played back in the early 80s, and it still provides a good time today. And this is a solid version. As you saw there, I got a nice power up by blowing up the larger mothership there and getting a multi-bullet gun to use for a short while. Like all good power-ups, the power-ups in this game, I've discovered 3, really do make you feel empowered. They're fun to get, and it adds a nice layer to this challenging little Space Invaders style game. This is my favourite stopping time, but I still get sucker punched. But I've got a little bit more left in the tank of the time stopping thing. Great. Level 3 of 10. I've managed to get to level 5. It still provides a good challenge. It speeds up, of course, and the bullets become thick and fast, and I'm not so great at dodging them. Everything is as it should be graphically. It looks really nice. The aliens look suitably Space Invader-y and alien. The pixelation of your craft as it explodes is a lovely attention to detail. And let's see. Come on. Your bases deplete. The structure of your bases deplete slowly but satisfyingly, and the star field glimmers and glitters in the background to give you a nice flavour of outer space. Sound-wise, everything is present and correct. It sounds like a Space Invaders game. Everything bleepy, bloopy, and as it should be. Retro Invaders joins the other 2 Space Invaders style games that I have reviewed on this system. There might be more, but the ones I've done are 1-bit Invaders and also an Invaders clone as part of the Retro Arcade compilation. I will link to both of those. Despite the age of this game, this is still a really good time for shooter fans and retro fans. Get this on your Playdate. You know if you like this kind of thing. And even if you don't, it's good to play a little bit of the history, a bit of the founding father style games of all video games. This isn't a clone of the original Space Invaders, but it's a nice addition, and I like the addition of the power-ups, which are fantastic. The speed is good, the controls are nice and smooth. I just wish there was a big high score table that would make it for me, but I understand that's a bit of the kind of out of scope of work for this kind of experimental project. Looking forward to more games from BitGlint, if this is any indication of what's possible, and maybe blow this out a little bit with this high score table would be wonderful, but I don't think it needs much more.